Well, we've all seen the videos at this point. Blizzard's making some steps to make more games for mobile devices. There was an interview where something was said that reaches outside of Diablo.
In terms of Blizzard's approach to mobile gaming, many of us over the last few years have shifted from playing primarily desktop to playing many hours on mobile. And we have many of our best developers now working on new mobile titles across all of our IPs.
Alright, there is a lot to unpack here, so let's go ahead and start talking. So the first thing we see, he's no longer talking about Diablo. In the video, he's talking about at Blizzard, so now we're starting to go to the whole company, and then he drops the words Blizzard's IPs.
Across all of our IPs.
IP, when he's saying that, means intellectual property. Basically the titles they own. World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Hearthstone, all their big game titles. This is telling me that there is a big chance that Overwatch is going to be getting a mobile game soon. Now, just based off that alone, some of you may be excited, some of you may be very upset. There's a couple different avenues this would take, and let me tell you what I don't think it would be. Now, first off, do I actually think we're getting some sort of Overwatch mobile? I do think so. Number two, is it literally the game Overwatch, how we play it on PC and mobile? No, I don't think it will be that. I do not think we would be getting literally PC Overwatch fit into our little phone. I don't think that's what they would do. Here's what I do think they would do. I think what we would end up getting is some sort of spin-off mini game, not even like a first-person shooter thing. It could be like it could be like a board game. It could be something kind of like Fruit Ninja, but it has to do with Genji and the Hanzo storyline. What I think Blizzard would end up doing is taking some sort of lore, following a storyline. I think Hanzo Genji is one of the more popular ones. We follow like Hanzo Genji, and it's some sort of mini game or little side quest, something that actually is not literal Overwatch, but yet follows the Overwatch world and its lore. And actually, in a conversation I did have with friends, we did talk about what it would be like if they actually wanted to fit Overwatch in the phone, and we agreed that it would be something like you versus AI. It would not actually be you versus other players. This was our best bet. And if we are going to follow some sort of lore background, like you would only be able to play as Hanzo or Genji and maybe do two little single player missions, something like that, we could see that as being a possibility. Now let me tell you something that I think Blizzard would be thinking about. In the app, you should be able to connect, and this is what the entire app should be based around. It should be based around your actual career profile, your actual Blizzard account. So for me, it's just my Nateson account. You should be able to log in to Battle.net via the app, like your real profile would be attached to the app. Whatever you would do in that game, we should be able to attach our real profiles to it and get real XP to our real PC accounts and be able to level up and get loot boxes by playing on mobile. That is what's going to tie this whole thing together. That's how you're going to get me to get the app. That's how you're going to get casual players to love the app. I think that's going to be such a core element to getting people to download this app. And as well, if they do it, something I was thinking about and talking with friends, you can even almost quote me on this. When Blizzard releases some sort of Overwatch mobile game, whatever that game is, you can pretty much bet on it that there is going to be a skin in Overwatch that you can only get by downloading the app and connecting your account to it. That's going to be a Nateson prediction for 2019 whenever we get an Overwatch app. And I should be clear here, what I do not want from an Overwatch app is literal Overwatch on my phone. I do not want to play 6v6 or even 4v4. I don't want to play any version of like what we do on PC on my phone. As someone who has tried playing shooters on their phone and tried playing like actual games that have come out, I really don't like the feel. That stuff should definitely play on PC, but if you do some sort of like short, mini, single player versus AI type of game, that could work. And so I want you guys to kind of be thinking about this when you're hearing all of this talk about mobile games and how Blizzard, in this interview, these Blizzard devs are literally saying, we are moving our developers across all of our IPs into mobile. And the chances of getting mobile games for our game is pretty high. So at the end of the day, I hope that you would be more excited than disappointed, because I really don't think we would get actual Overwatch on the phone. And it looks like we do have a high chance of getting some sort of Overwatch world game. Based on what these developers are saying, they are literally pushing top Blizzard developers into mobile. It really looks like this is going to be something in the works, and honestly, just in my opinion, I'm more excited about something like this, especially knowing that I think we will be able to attach our profiles to it And if I can somehow get XP for my main account while I'm like waiting for an Uber, while I'm waiting for before like my class starts, before I'm waiting for whatever. You're at McDonald's getting some nugs with the boys. Whatever you're doing, if you're on your phone, I want to be able to get some XP for my account, grind loot boxes, but also not hinder the XP, not be like, okay, well you can't get as much XP because this is mobile. It should still be like a time thing like it is in Overwatch. Like quick play games are a little bit shorter, so you don't get as much XP as a comp game. But comp games usually tend to be like the longest way to play Overwatch, so you get a lot of XP. It should be the same thing for your phone. This whole thing I think is going to be based around, can we actually get stuff for our real Overwatch PC accounts from our phone? And if we can, no matter how bad the app would actually be, if it's something kind of dumb and cheesy like a board game, but it just has like Overwatch themes and world, that would even be fine, and you will absolutely steal the hearts of the casual player base, and mine honestly, because I'd like to hit Platinum Border, or now Diamond Border, because that's coming out. I think Overwatch on the phone would really get me excited, especially thinking about the possibilities of our account being tied into it and getting XP. I hope you guys are excited too about that. Take care everyone. See ya.